On my channel, I aim for transparency, so I figured I might as well start this video being as real with you guys as possible. One specific tweet triggered the heck out of me and motivated me to make this video. Although it's about one tweet, it's not truly just about one tweet. It's about this general attitude from a large demographic of basketball fans, and I'll explain that further in a bit. But first, let me show you the tweet that I'm talking about. So this is a post of an incredibly famous highlight that I'm sure most of us have seen. It's of Michael Jordan ascending into the air, realizing his shot is about to be blocked, so he then adjusts, hangs in the air, and finally shoots the ball as the defender is descending. It's an incredible highlight that shows Jordan's tremendous leaping ability, it shows his high IQ, it shows his fantastic body control, and it displays the capability of his massive hands. Now, is this highlight overrated? Maybe. Is it possible that we spend too much time glazing this play just because it's Michael Jordan who did it? Possibly, but that's besides the point. This absolute Einstein on all things basketball chimed in with his take. He said, "Snatched by anyone that isn't an autistic janitor." Obviously, as someone who appreciates basketball history and who appreciates the athletes of years past, this comment annoyed me quite a bit. It's not just the comment itself, but it's this general disrespectful attitude that is absolutely hell-bent on diminishing Jordan's competition by all means necessary. Because, let's be honest, he's probably an overly zealous LeBron fan. The thing is, he made one fatal mistake. The kind of mistake that quickly exposes oneself as a casual and shamelessly displays the fact that he doesn't know ball. I get it, he's a basic looking white guy from the 90s, but this guy is not an autistic janitor. This is Brent freaking Barry. He's the son of NBA legend Rick Barry, who happens to be the guy with the highest final scoring average in NBA history. Now, as far as Brent Barry, he wasn't some NBA superstar, but he was a freak athlete. In fact, in 1996, he competed in the NBA's dunk contest, and he went on to win the competition with this ridiculous free throw line dunk with his warm-up jacket on. Not only was this guy not an unathletic janitor, but he was legitimately a world-class athlete and possibly one of the greatest leapers in NBA history, given the fact that he dunked the ball from the free throw line with his freaking warm-up jacket on. That's the guy that tried to snatch Jordan's shot, and MJ had to outhang him in the air in order to score the basket. Now here's my confession. The reason I'm annoyed by players from the past being referred to as plumbers, janitors, and firemen is not because it disrespects Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan doesn't need me to defend him. His legacy is secure. Nearly every time a poll is done on who is the greatest player of all time, Jordan usually takes home 60 to 70% of the votes. So again, I'm not annoyed on behalf of Jordan. I'm annoyed on behalf of this guy, the Brent Barrys of the world. Because of the tired and petty debate of Jordan versus LeBron, entire generations of players are getting dumped on because of their agenda to elevate the basketball player they have a crush on. Let's be real, most people who make these critiques are not very familiar with the eras they're critiquing. I doubt most of these fans know about remarkable leapers like Kenny Skywalker, Orlando Woolridge, Darrell Griffith, Larry Nance, Gerald Wilkins, Spud Webb, Michael Cooper, Darryl Strawberry, Daryl Dawkins, Xavier McDaniel, Roy Hinson, Tom Chambers, and so on. It's no wonder why you refer to players in the 80s as plumbers when your knowledge of that era only goes 10 players deep. One of the most frustrating things about these types of criticisms is not just the blatant ignorance, but it's also the perpetuated misinformation and lies. Like, for example, players were shorter back in that era. That is just objectively not true. That information is easily accessible online with just a little bit of research. There's also this predominant thought in modern society that the latest and newest thing is always the best. In the case of some things, that is true, but certainly not in everything. For example, Usain Bolt is still the world record holder for the fastest 100-meter dash in Olympic history, which was 9.58 seconds. And he did this in 2009. 14 years have passed with more recent athletes and advancing technology and advanced training methods, and yet no one in the world has been able to beat it, despite thousands of athletes attempting to do so. Another simple example of something not becoming better with time is our own United States fitness. Here is actual footage of high school students around the country in 1962 participating in basic PE classes. Now tell me, those of you who are high school students in 2023, do most of your classmates look like this, or do they more often look like they ate 2 of these guys and a large fry? Personally, as an American, I would argue that the quality of our food, our physical fitness, and even our sense of discipline have all deteriorated in quality over time. Again, it's a simpleton's view that everything is improving over time. Sure, maybe the modern athletes have made some advancements, but to act like we've gone from incompetent scrubs to infallible superhumans in the span of just 3 decades is utterly ridiculous. To a lot of you, this makes sense on a surface level, but unfortunately, too many people's emotional investments make them incapable of accepting these basic truths. Again, I have my own opinions when it comes to stuff like the GOAT debate, but personally, I hardly care what your opinion is. If you think Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, cool, you're welcome to my channel. If you think LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, cool, you're welcome to my channel. If you think Dylan Brooks is the greatest player of all time, it's a little weird, but cool, you're welcome to my channel. But as a basketball historian, what I can't stand is terrific athletes being constantly disrespected because of this ridiculous debate. When you make these outlandish plumber critiques about players like Brent Barry, all it does is shoot up a red flag to all of us who actually know ball and makes it known that you're extremely ignorant about the game's history. Now, before anyone suggests it, in no way is this video meant to slander players from this modern era, who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. For goodness sake, just check yesterday's video on this channel if you need evidence of that. Instead, my aim is to give a greater understanding and appreciation for all the amazing players throughout this game's rich history. Try it, it's freeing. Seriously, be that LeBron fan who thinks that he's the GOAT but can respect the quality of Jordan's competition. Be that MJ fan who thinks he's the GOAT but doesn't act like every single modern player is a flopping sissy just because it suits your LeBron hating agenda. Or if you're a Steph Curry fan, just hate both equally. Listen, I've been a diehard Lakers fan my entire life, and my favorite player will always be Kobe Bryant. And trust me, I wanted to push him into the GOAT conversation, but I gave up on that agenda when he failed to win his 6th ring and tore his Achilles. That was my dog in this fight, but that dog has since come and gone. The reason why I'm so passionate about trying to remove these biases from the debates is because if we do, it allows a space for something incredibly rare: genuine and honest basketball discussions. It's in those rare instances where I've had my most enjoyable basketball conversations, where we're able to share our unique perspectives and insights without the whole thing feeling like a massive pissing contest. I don't know how many of you guys are with me on that, but if you are, just let me know in the comments below. So what do you guys think? Who is a specific player from a certain era who gets criticized unjustly way more than he should? I look forward to hearing your suggestions in the comments section below. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.